Unveiling the Mysteries of Egypt. 12 Incredible Facts. Egypt, the cradle of one of the world's oldest and most influential civilizations, has captivated the imaginations of people for centuries. From the pyramids to the Nile River, Egypt is a land rich in history, culture, and mystery. In this video, we will delve into 12 incredible facts about Egypt that shed light on its fascinating history, culture, and the ongoing legacy it has left on the world. 1. The pyramids are older than the Great Wall of China. The Pyramids of Giza, specifically the Great Pyramid, are among the most iconic and awe-inspiring monuments in the world. What many people don't realize is that these ancient structures are far older than some of the world's other famous landmarks, such as the Great Wall of China. The Great Pyramid, built for the pharaoh Khufu around 2560 BCE, is over 4,500 years old. The precision with which these pyramids were constructed, using millions of limestone blocks, has puzzled historians and architects alike. Despite the lack of modern technology, the ancient Egyptians were able to build these colossal structures with remarkable accuracy, and they have stood the test of time. The construction of the pyramids is still a subject of fascination and debate, with many theories on how they were built, but none that can definitively explain their construction methods. 2. Egypt's ancient civilization dates back over 5,000 years. Egypt's civilization is one of the oldest in human history, with its origins tracing back over 5,000 years. The first known pharaohs emerged around 3100 BCE, unifying Upper and Lower Egypt and laying the foundation for the mighty Egyptian Empire. The civilization thrived for millennia, reaching its peak during the New Kingdom period, 1550 to 1070 BCE, when Egypt was a dominant political and military force in the ancient world. Ancient Egypt's advancements in science, mathematics, and engineering laid the groundwork for much of Western civilization. The Egyptians developed a system of writing known as hieroglyphics, which is still studied today, and they made significant contributions to medicine, astronomy, and architecture. 3. The Nile River is the lifeblood of Egypt. The Nile River, the longest river in the world, is integral to Egypt's history and survival. Flowing through the heart of the country, the Nile provided water, transportation, and fertile soil for agriculture, enabling Egypt to become one of the most powerful civilizations in the ancient world. The annual flooding of the Nile deposited nutrient-rich silt onto the land, ensuring that crops could be grown in the otherwise arid desert environment. This made agriculture the backbone of Egypt's economy and allowed the civilization to flourish. The importance of the Nile is so great that it is central to Egypt's culture, religion, and mythology, often depicted as a god in ancient Egyptian belief systems. 4. Egypt was a center of learning in the ancient world. In addition to being a land of monumental structures and vast empires, ancient Egypt was also a center of learning and intellectual advancement. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers in fields such as mathematics, engineering, medicine, and astronomy. They developed an early form of mathematics used for architectural projects, such as the construction of the pyramids. The Egyptians were also skilled doctors and surgeons, performing surgeries and developing medicinal remedies that were ahead of their time. They practiced dentistry, created a system of medical texts, and understood anatomy in ways that influenced later medical advancements in other cultures. 5. The Sphinx has a mystery of its own. One of Egypt's most enigmatic and iconic structures is the Great Sphinx of Giza. This massive limestone statue, which combines the body of a lion with the head of a pharaoh, stands guard in front of the pyramids. While it is believed to represent the pharaoh Khafre, the true purpose and origin of the Sphinx remain a mystery. Some theories suggest that the Sphinx predates the pyramids, possibly constructed as early as 10,000 BCE, but this is still a topic of debate among historians and archaeologists. The erosion patterns on the Sphinx have fueled speculation about its age, with some arguing that water erosion may indicate it was built in a much earlier period than previously thought. 6. Cleopatra was not Egyptian. While Cleopatra VI, one of the most famous figures in ancient Egyptian history, is closely associated with Egypt, she was not actually Egyptian. Cleopatra was of Greek descent, born into the Ptolemaic dynasty that ruled Egypt after the death of Alexander the Great in 323 BCE. The Ptolemies, though rulers of Egypt, were originally Greek and maintained Greek customs and traditions. Cleopatra is remembered for her intelligence, political savvy, and romantic alliances with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. She was the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom, and her reign marked the end of ancient Egypt as an independent power before it became part of the Roman Empire. 7. The Egyptian Pantheon was vast and complex. Ancient Egyptian religion was deeply rooted in mythology, and the Egyptians worshipped a vast array of gods and goddesses, each with their own distinct role in the cosmic order. Some of the most well-known gods include Ra, the sun god; Osiris, the god of the afterlife; Isis, the goddess of magic and motherhood; and Anubis, the god of mummification. The Egyptians believed in an afterlife where individuals would be judged based on their deeds in life. The concept of Ma'at, representing truth and order, played a central role in this judgment. The dead were believed to journey through the underworld, and their souls had to pass various tests before reaching the afterlife. 8. Mummification was an art form. One of the most fascinating aspects of ancient Egyptian culture is their practice of mummification. The Egyptians believed that preserving the body was crucial for the soul's journey to the afterlife. The mummification process was incredibly complex and involved removing the internal organs, drying the body with natron salt, and wrapping it in linen bandages. The process was so advanced that it allowed some mummies to be remarkably well preserved for thousands of years. These mummies offer valuable insights into ancient Egyptian life, and the practice of mummification has become one of Egypt's most famous contributions to history. 9. The Rosetta Stone deciphered ancient Egyptian writing. One of the greatest discoveries in the field of Egyptology was the Rosetta Stone, which provided the key to deciphering the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. Discovered in 1799 during Napoleon's campaign in Egypt, the stone contains a decree written in 3 scripts: Greek, Demotic, a cursive form of Egyptian writing, and hieroglyphics. Thanks to the work of scholars like Jean-François Champollion, who cracked the code of the hieroglyphs in the 1820s, we now have a much deeper understanding of ancient Egyptian culture and history. The Rosetta Stone remains one of the most important archaeological finds of all time. 10. Egypt's influence on modern architecture. Egypt's architectural achievements have had a lasting influence on modern architecture. The Egyptians were pioneers in the use of stone as a building material, and their techniques in construction, especially in the building of the pyramids and temples, have influenced architectural designs throughout history. The use of columns, for example, became a hallmark of Greek and Roman architecture, and its origins can be traced back to ancient Egypt. The Egyptians also mastered the art of creating massive structures that withstood the test of time, and their innovations continue to inspire architects today. 11. Egypt has a rich cultural heritage of art and literature. In addition to its architectural wonders, Egypt is also home to a rich cultural heritage of art, literature, and craftsmanship. The Egyptians produced intricate jewelry, pottery, and sculptures that showcased their skill and creativity. Their art was often used to depict religious beliefs, daily life, and the pharaohs themselves. Egyptian literature, including texts such as the Pyramid Texts and the Book of the Dead, provides invaluable insights into the religious beliefs, social structures, and customs of ancient Egypt. These texts were often inscribed on tombs and temples, and they continue to be studied by scholars to understand Egypt's worldview and spiritual practices. 12. The legacy of ancient Egypt lives on. The legacy of ancient Egypt continues to live on, not just through its monuments and artifacts, but through its influence on modern culture. The grandeur of the pyramids, the mysteries of the Sphinx, and the allure of pharaohs like Tutankhamun have inspired countless generations. Egypt's contributions to science, mathematics, art, and architecture are still felt today. The modern Egyptian people continue to draw inspiration from their ancient past, blending the old with the new. Egypt's rich cultural traditions, music, dance, and festivals reflect the country's deep roots in its history. As a hub of ancient civilization and a modern nation, Egypt remains a symbol of both timeless heritage and contemporary innovation. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Drop a comment with your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.